What up, what up, what up? It is Monday. That means you get to see my big head, ugly mud, and this beautiful woman here. That's right. Busy with being Boost, live from Listen Vision Studios.
Right here on Georgia Avenue.
Uptown, baby.
Uptown.
WLVS, Busy with B Mondays. That's what it is. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. I'm going to probably be doing a lot of talking. The young lady here is a little under the weather.
Hi.
What exactly is your ailments for the evening?
It's just one of those days. Don't take it personal.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad. I know how I get. Well, hopefully you feel better.
Thank you.
I'm sure the show will put you in better spirits.
Always.
Though, as usual.
Don't I talk all that, then I get super duper high because I'm here.
Right.
So everything will work out.
So as usual, please tune in to Listen Vision Live if you ain't already on the link right now. ListenVisionLive.com
right now
to watch the show. And you can always call in at 315-954-0688. That's 315-954-0688 because we're going to be talking about an array of topics tonight because...
Tell them why.
Because...
James Butler did not show up. And not only did he not show up, he did not give us proper notice. Notify me maybe 45 minutes ago till it was time to go on the show.
Hey, James, it's not a good look, brother. You trying to win these DC votes, man. You trying to get people to write your name on that ballot, man. It's not a good look. I mean, Listen Vision is a powerhouse in the city, so you need to be coming back, man. But yeah, we were supposed to have y'all remember James Butler? He was on here a couple weeks ago. He's up for trying to be the next mayor of DC over top of Muriel Bowser, and he was on a couple weeks ago. Well, he was supposed to come back in lieu of tomorrow being a big election day, but
tomorrow
like I said,
is the day. So we
move
shows around and all that good stuff. Just to have him in here with us.
But like they say, the show must
go on. So we're going to open the phone lines. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything. We're going to touch on voting and how important it is. And even myself fell into the trap of saying, oh, my vote don't count. But if we don't know, every vote truly counts. This is the time to get out and do what you got to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. So like we normally do, because it's Monday, we just starting the week, we like to talk about what happened over the weekend, what's going on. So did you have any cool and fun stories to talk about your weekend? How was your weekend?
Well, I really, really have one of those family lives. I'm so chill and I'm nesting right now, and I'm sitting on my egg for waiting for it to pop. So therefore, I don't really do too much, but I went and got my nails done and my toes done, and I went to a restaurant.
So you pampered yourself.
I pampered myself.
All right, I ain't mad at that.
I pamper with myself.
I was about to say, you put a pamper on. But nah, that's what's up, man. Everybody need their little time, and you deserve the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you said, you have a little person growing inside of you, and you need that time to feel good and whatever, because your body going through so many changes.
It's really going through changes. And while we talking about changes, I always gotta bring it up. I'm really looking for a good fitness person. I'm already thinking ahead, so all I'm thinking about is getting back to my 100
like my wife.
pounds. And so I'm definitely looking. So if you guys know someone out there,
I know some trainers
that want to come on the show, promote their business.
Shout out to Paul and Fitness Motivators.
And they have a platform to have me as their tool to show how their product work, and they get promotion of the business and all that good stuff. Contact me through Buzy with B at gmail.com, or always can DM me on my Facebook or Instagram.
Well, speaking of getting fit, on the opposite end of it, this is the DMV Black Restaurant Week. This is the week that a lot of Black-owned establishments within the Washington, D.C. area, they have a lot of specials, and they're encouraging people to come and patronize their businesses and go through. So please, all you got to do is look up online DMV Black Restaurant Week, and they have listings of restaurants in Maryland, DC, and Virginia that you can go to and they're, like I said, they're offering different drink specials, dinner specials, brunch, love. And I think it's from now until Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it's this whole week.
I saw it.
So, and this is also a very special week for me because tomorrow is my wife's birthday.
Oh,
happy birthday,
Kelly.
Yep. So,
thanks for sharing boots with me.
So I was trying to find some good restaurants that we can go to because we're gonna go out and we're gonna do our celebration thing on Saturday. And shout out to my son Trey, who just turned 13. His birthday was last Thursday, and we went paintball. And I took him and some of his cousins and some of his homies from his football team. We went paintball.
Do paintball in her?
I didn't play, but they played. But just think about it's a bunch of 13 and 14-year-old kids. And it ain't hurt them to the point where they couldn't do it. So you could do it.
Okay.
I did get hit in the leg one time.
Oh my God.
By a paintball. It felt like a very intense mosquito bite.
See, that's why I'm just loving that I have girls. How about that?
We had girls with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had my two little cousins. They came, and then there was some other females that was there participating. That we all had to play together. So
nice.
Yeah. So it was a good look. So that was what my weekend consisted of: football and celebrating his birthday and all that good stuff.
I did watch football. Football is huge in the house.
Them Redskins, man,
you
can't win them all. That's all I can say.
You can't win them all. And they was playing against Atlanta.
Yeah, you can't win them all. But hey, we got to go back to it. Keep working. They got the Bucks. If they let me look right into the camera.
Look right into the camera.
If y'all let Ryan Fitzpatrick beat y'all next week, y'all gonna see another rant from me on Facebook, and this time I'm gonna be cussing and stuff too. So, Mama, my pastor, and everybody, please forgive me
Mama,
in advance, because I'm gonna go hard.
Forgive me in advance, Pastor.
In advance.
We're gonna pray for him.
But I hope everybody had a good weekend and everybody stays safe and all that good stuff. And you right with us right here on the Busy Bee with Be So. Yeah. So, like I said, we had a guest coming in. He not here, so we had to do some maneuvering around. And as usual, we can always talk about relationships and dating and stuff because that's one of the main things that Busy with Be So is kind of based on. So we're going to get into that a little bit later. But right now, right out the gate, we need to start talking about tomorrow is a big day in this country.
Tomorrow.
All we do is complain about the people at the top, the people at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, our mayors, our governors, our senators, and all these people. Well, tomorrow is the day that you really have some power and have some ability to let your voice be heard.
There's so many things happening. I hope you guys are paying attention to what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Just in Atlanta, you got the first African American woman running for
Stacey Abrams.
Okay, thank you. And they already trying to say somehow she's cheating. They made this allegation without any proof or anything like that.
Well, what they trying to do is funny because what you're speaking of is the governor, the Georgia governor race between Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp. And
mentioned that Brian Kemp is also he holds two different positions. You know that, right?
Nah.
So I wish
Well, he's I don't know.
He should not be
running. It's a conflict of interest because he runs the electoral process down there. Exactly. And that's why they said she cheated because all she was trying to do is stop a voter suppression in the state of Georgia from a lot of people are being stopped. Thousands of people are being stopped from voting over BS.
Yes.
Like their driver's license ain't up to date or something crazy like that.
Right.
Because they know the less people that come and vote, this dude can come in
and
win. And so, with the help of people like Oprah Winfrey, I even think Will Ferrell was down there campaigning for her too.
Yeah.
She got some heavy hitters on her side.
Definitely.
And I mean, the woman just makes sense.
She makes a whole bunch of sense. I listened to the mayor of Atlanta, African American woman. Also, I listened to her.
Mm-hmm.
Keisha.
I forgot her last name too.
Yeah.
I forgot her last name.
Keisha Bottom. If y'all know, type it in. But I listened to her today, and it's just awesome to see. Woman of you know, I don't like to use the word color. So
black women. That's what I say. Black women.
Yeah,
they doing some major things
it's magical.
out here.
It's that time.
Yeah,
it's that time. We showing up and we showing out.
That's
we getting that education. We learning the things that we need to learn, and we speaking out.
So also we like to shout out Mr. Andrew Gillum down there in Florida, who's also up for the big governor's race, and he is going against DeSantis. Now, DeSantis is horrible. Okay. He's the gentleman that said we don't want to monkey up this whole thing.
Monkey up this whole thing.
You know, and he you know, he's just not a good guy. He's just he has accepted money from a lot of nationalists, white nationalists, and people who believe in, you know, that whole racist rhetoric.
Yes.
And Florida, please, man, do what y'all got to do, man, because, you know, we at a time right now where I don't care what your political affiliation is, what your religion is, you know, what your sexual orientation is, or none of that stuff. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you are a person that's trying to run for a major political position and, you know, you're accepting donations from people that preach hate, that preach bigotry and whatever, that means right out the gate, you ain't right.
You not right. And I mean, the link is listenvisionlive.com right now. That's the link right now. But I just hope we as Americans are paying attention. I mean, it's like I always go after, you know, we as black people, but just we as a people, we as the United States, I hope we are paying attention. I mean, everyone is not racist. Everyone, right. I mean, I love everybody, even things that I don't understand. But I just hope you guys are paying attention to how people in the high offices are dividing the country. I've never seen this before. Yeah, I mean, literally dividing the country, promoting hate, and it's disgusting. I mean, and just because of what you believe in, the color of your skin, you can be killed or you targeted by someone that already have just the right color skin and already can be doing the thing. I mean, I just don't understand.
Yeah, it's fear. It's fear. A lot of it comes from fear, and I think a lot of the rhetoric that has come from on high is based on the fact that, you know, for centuries and centuries that this country was controlled, operated, and ran by old white men.
I saw a commercial, Boots, and I mean, it's just so blatant now that it's to the point where they said the 14th. This was ran by a Republican. I'm not quite sure exactly where, but somewhere here in D.C., Maryland, or Virginia. But he said on the commercial that the 14th Amendment was created for black people. So for those who, you know, now they're basically going to the borders of Mexico. I mean, so the 14th Amendment touches on being born here in the United States and automatically having
citizenship.
Yeah, citizenship. So, I mean, he was bold enough to say on a commercial that runs over and over and over again, this is how blatant racism is. So if we don't stand up together, because it does not matter if you're Mexican, black, we all are being discriminated against because of our beliefs, because of our religion. So it's just at a time where we all need to come together and stand for something.
And people want their country back. They you know, for 8 years, there was a lot of diversity at the top, a lot of diversity in this country's presidential administration, a lot of diversity that was being put in the positions of power all across the country. And a lot of people felt like they are now the minority. They are now, their voices aren't being heard, and they aren't being treated unfairly, which is ridiculous. And so now they're trying to take that control back by any means necessary, and they're doing it by fear. They're making people afraid of people coming from other countries to come here to try to possibly live a better life, to just work hard and make something of themselves, which was what this country was built on.
And that's what
everybody walking around here are not native to this country unless you are a Native American. Otherwise, we all immigrants technically. So I don't know what they're talking about, but all going on again with the election, we also got a heated race in Maryland with Ben Jealous and Larry Hogan. Now, I did a lot of research on these two gentlemen because I live in Maryland.
Okay.
And I like them both. Ben Jealous, as you all know, is the black man who used to be he used to have control over the NAACP for some time. And Larry Hogan is the guy. Larry Hogan from Landover, Maryland.
Okay.
And he's a white guy. He's a Republican.
Right? Okay.
He currently holds that office. But I like them both. I think they both have some really strong platforms. They both are against Trump and a lot of the things that he stands for, or what have you. So I don't know. I really don't know. And I hate to be like, well, I like them both. So I'm gonna just vote for the black guy. But
just get out there and vote, though. I mean, because they trying to make it whereas we don't do anything, and it's always been like that. If our vote wasn't important, they wouldn't try to strip us of it.
Absolutely.
So many people go and get incarcerated, and that's the first thing they take away. It's important. Yep. So let's get out and vote. Take our kids, show them now. Put it in them now. Let's start setting the foundation.
All these kids gonna be out of school tomorrow because it's voting day. Don't just let your kids lay in the bed all day because they got a day off of school. Let them know what's happening and what's really going on while they have a day off. If you have a chance to, like she said, take your kids with you to the polls. Let them see the whole process. Let them see how their voice counts, and let them see what being an American is all about, and what democracy is all about, because we losing that. And I feel like we going to a society like this, I ain't even gonna say all that, but
but you can almost go there because that's how serious it is.
Like communist, you know what I'm saying? Like a communist society,
oh my
and
goodness,
that's not a good look.
In Ferguson, you see what's going on in Ferguson. I know this not on our sheet.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It's just this stuff is they still lynching, hanging people from trees.
Yeah, it's rough.
And no one is paying the consequences.
It's rough
for it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, just get out there and vote, man. Because if you don't vote, you are part of the problem, and you cannot complain about nothing.
Yes, get out there.
So, the early signs are that the Republicans will still have control of the Senate, which kind of sucks, but whatever. But like I tell a lot of people, like a lot of people know, these midterm elections, these local elections, is the elections that really affect our day-to-day lives. You want better schools. You want to clean up your community. You want to help crime, whatever. Now's the time where you vote for your governors, your state's attorneys, your sheriffs.
Right.
There's a big sheriff race up in Frederick. People up in Frederick, Maryland, y'all know what to do. Get that guy up out of here. Those are the things. These are the elections. We all get all hype about the presidential election every 4 years, but these are the elections that really, really count. So get your butt up out of bed. If you're a teacher and you off tomorrow, get your butt up and go vote, man. I don't care, if you got a record, I don't care, whatever, your address, man, go vote. Make them tell you, make you figure out where you're supposed to go vote and go make that happen.
And did I hear something about they changing the laws of D.C. As far as how old you can be when you go vote?
I'm not sure.
If you turn 18 and in some months or something.
I'm not sure.
I saw that somewhere.
But yeah, the same way you can go online and research when the next time the new Jordan's coming out or the new LeBrons, research when you can vote, the day you can go and
we don't
vote.
get off of that. Oh my! I'm trying not to skip. I'm just saying, if we don't get off of that and start feeding and installing, I think I did get caught up in that. I wanted my daughter to have what I didn't have. I wanted her to have that, and
that's
I think
okay.
But at the end of the day, you have to make sure they do have something you didn't have.
It's balanced.
And that's the knowledge,
balanced.
and that is. It's not about the latest shoe or the, keeping, you keep them nice, clean, and neat. But let's be realistic. Nobody's rich or just we just got it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think, coming from the hood, we that's what they blinding us. The media is blinding us. I mean, we can look good, but we don't have to have that joy and knowing that this is what's important. We need to vote. We need to get money back into the communities. It's so many things that we need to do. We need to focus on better schools. I mean, it's just so many things we need to focus on, and giving the kids something that we never had. Better schools is one of them, but it all starts with voting. Let's get out tomorrow like we never did before.
Yep. So if you ain't heard nothing else, just take this whole segment is basically we just encourage everybody to use your voice and get out and vote. Please, please, please. So what we going to do, we're going to take a quick little break, and then when we come back, we're going to get into some juicy topics.
We're going to get into some juicy topics.
Yes, indeed.
We're going to loosen up a little bit.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to take my jacket off since James didn't show up.
Oh, Lord.
But, yeah, we're going to get it in. I'm about to open up the phone line. So, again, get ready to call in with your questions. Help us along
315-954-0688. 315-954-0688. We'll be right back with Busy with B.
See ya.
What up, what up? We are right back with the Busy with B show, Busy with B and Boost. Thank y'all for continuing to tune in live from Listen Vision on, what's it, listenvisionlive.com, right on Georgia Avenue across from Big Bag Howard University. Please call in with your questions, your comments, your 2 cents at 315-954-0688. And so what we're doing now is we're going to move into some topics that all y'all like to talk about, and your Lord knows I like to talk about on social media and all that good stuff. So we're going to get into some dating and some relationship stuff and all that good stuff.
Okay. And I'm going to come with my little stuff because, again, I like to talk about marriage.
Absolutely.
And marriage goals and all that stuff.
Well, speaking of marriage, I saw a young lady on Facebook today that basically was like, man, I see so many people cheating and I see people always complaining about their spouses. I just feel like, what's the use of even getting married? I might as well just live carefree and have fun. So what do you feel about, like, do you feel people are wanting to get married these days?
It's such an open conversation. I would say the right woman and the right man, when you're together, it just go together. I think that's the ultimate goal. I think that's what we should. It's so much.
But do you think that might be what you feel? But do you?
That's what I'm saying.
From what you hear from other people, do you think that is the general goal for people now when they're dating, is to ultimately find someone that they can spend the rest of their life with, and not just shack up forever, but literally get that piece of paper and say we are married? I don't.
See, I'm saying from again, I can. I'm all right. Let me get outside my box.
Right.
Let me get outside
Right.
of my head, out of my box, because I think that people are so caught up into social media. It's not even about the real love anymore. It's not about getting down and really getting to know someone. You really just, you dating off of social media. You post, I mean, I'm seeing it on all my little reality shows I watch.
Oh.
They probably dating a man for 5 or 6 months. Then they pregnant by him. Then they get the ring. If they lucky enough, they get the ring first, and then they already pregnant. But whatever comes to limelight first. And I just feel like people aren't really dating to know and really truly fall in love. And then at first you lusting, because to get to know someone is time.
So then, all right, I kind of agree with you that it seems like people nowadays are dating and meeting people kind of just because, just that. It's almost like that's just what you do. You go out here, you live your life, you go online, or you go to a lounge, you go to a bar, you meet somebody you think is attractive, you talk to them, you date them, you end up sleeping with them, and that's just what you do. And whatever happens after that happens. So if that's the case, is there a goal? I was about to ask you, do you think that what is the goal to that? But is there a goal? Or like the young lady I said on Facebook, is it just a thing that you just live carefree and you don't even care? You just living for the moment and whatever happens.
It depends. Again, it goes to your age and what you know what I'm saying? I don't think when you in your 20s to 30-year range, yeah, you should date, live, love. You know what I'm saying? But as far as just saying, oh, I'm ready to get married, I just think you should just truly enjoy life. It's almost like rushing into a process. I think you should at a certain age you should. I think it's really true. As you get older, you feel like your clock is ticking. So now it's just like the fun goes out of it, because you really. I mean, I always said I never wanted to be like them desperate older women that would go to the bar and didn't like the younger girls.
Hi, young man. Come over here, young man.
I'm just saying. So, I think it depends on what point you are in your life, what your goals are,
And that's what I you know what? Okay, here's my theory, and hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
I just think that in this day and age, 2018 going into 2019, I think that society as a whole has adapted this feeling that they don't like anything that gives them any type of rules, parameters, or any type of constraints. And that is whether we're talking, and I think that's the reason why church and God has become such a bad thing, because people focus so much on, well, yeah, if you become a Christian or if you become a Muslim or if you become something, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, and you can't do that. And so that becomes the focus of the things that you can't do. And it makes people go stray away from that. Same thing in marriage and in relationships. People are so concerned about, oh, well, once I get married, I'm locked down. I can't do this. I can't hang out in the club no more. I can't, hang out with my boys. I got to check in with somebody. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do that.
It's all about the build of the friendship, and I'm learning this, currently, I'm just learning the person. You're not going to get everything right. I think I always gotta speak from my experiences. So if y'all don't know me, y'all gonna know me. But it's just like, you really have to learn a person that you would, and more so I'm really a homebody. I know how I may look, but I like to be in the house. I think, and again, it goes to what the age you are, how you grow. And I just feel like you set up your home, for your comfort level. More so where, as my mate, he wants to, hang out, just a little bit more. I like to be home, and it could be Bella, but I always say, after I get through the process of giving birth, I'm back out there as far as doing some of the things that I want to do in the community. But for the most part, you have to find that balance.
Yeah. And I mean, I think, like I said, I just think that we as a society have moved to a point where nobody want to be told what they can and can't do.
Yeah,
And I think people look at both institutions of marriage and institutions of church and a lot of other things in life too, and they stray away from it because they feel like they focus so much on what you can't do. Whole time, when you have the freedom to do the things you that you feel like you don't even do it.
You don't
like
do
you
it
said,
anyway.
you know, I mean, like you said, when you get to be 35, 36, into your 40s, most people, I ain't gonna say all, but a lot of people, they don't be want to hang out in the streets, hang out in the bar.
You hanging
this,
with
that, and the fourth,
with your best friend, which is your mate. You know,
so
you ain't know about
when
that
you
life.
look at it like, oh man, I get married, I can't do it. You ain't doing that stuff, no way.
Yeah.
You done, you know, you done went to the Mirage back in the day. You done went to the Black Hole and the Ibex. You done went to the East Side. You done went to Republic Gardens. You done did the Dreams and all that stuff. Your dreams they over.
You know,
you done woke up.
You got a family now.
Like, yeah, you got kids. Your kids graduating from high school and stuff. Like, your interests and your things of that night are changing.
Things changing.
So don't worry about people. Don't focus so much on what you think you're losing out on. If anything, you should be focusing on what you're gaining. I can speak for myself. You know, I've been married almost 5 years now. I've gained a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've gained a lot from more knowledge of myself and who I am.
Okay.
You know, I've experienced a lot of things, taking trips with a significant other. You know, I took trips with my boys, with the fellas, but it's a whole nother thing to take a trip.
It's nothing like taking a trip with your significant other.
I've gained a whole other family, you know what I'm saying, here in Maryland. People that, you know, rock with me that's out of state, you know, people that rock with me from Baltimore, people that I would have never even known had I not got married.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so these are all things that I have gained and I have become a better person from and I've grown from. And people don't think about what you're getting from a marriage.
Yeah, it's more so. I think with everything, everyone always think about the negative, what you're losing.
Right.
You know, and I just, you know, because of how much I love God, and once you really combine and you are blessed under all of that, you know, God is really over two people and bringing you guys together as one. So, I mean, that's my ultimate goal. I did try to step outside of myself, as far as that go. But that's always the goal. Yeah, to hopefully share your world with one person. You know, you don't want to be out here dating that. You know, then you don't have nothing to give when God do send you that right person.
Speaking of dating, let me ask you this: what you think of having sex on the first date? Or very soon?
I think.
What you think about that?
I wouldn't like the guy no more. You know
what?
Like
what?
I mean,
if you were single and you date and you met a guy and y'all went on a date and you ended up sleeping with him, you wouldn't like him after that?
I mean,
he wouldn't be bun material after that?
No.
Why not? You sound like a dude. Why not?
Because in my mind, I'm like, is this what you do? You know.
What if he's thinking the same thing about you?
But that's what I'm saying. I can't get over that. I'm just saying. I'm not
God.
that. I just.
So that's a no-no. So that's basically a no-no.
That's a no-no.
Okay.
I mean, that's a no-no. You know, I really wanted to touch on dating before we moved on to this. And do you have this problem?
What problem?
Okay.
I'm married, so I might not.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because I'm taking too.
Okay, go ahead.
But so you guys know that I'm building this brand of Buzy with B, and I'm accepting a lot of friend requests on Facebook, Instagram. My following is growing and all of that. And so with that being said, with every friend request, it's not to DM me and say hello and hi, beautiful, and
hey, beautiful.
What is
Good
this?
morning, beautiful.
I even had, and we need to really pay attention to this. And even I'm thinking about my daughter and my kids. I had someone call me off that messenger and was like, hello. And I was like, hello. It didn't dawn on me because I was at work in my work mode and I just answered. I'm thinking it's somebody I know. y'all, I see you. You are so beautiful. I couldn't understand nothing he was saying.
Was he African?
He was from Africa.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
and he
goodness.
was not the Prince of Samunda. So I'm just saying we need to be careful. Just because we accepting a friend request, that don't mean we trying to date you. So
what was the question you were getting at? Like when you was like, do you deal? Well, no. Let me answer that. No,
is that something that go on? That's what I'm saying. Like, is that's what's happening now? I'm not on Facebook to find someone to date.
It don't matter. And see, we touched on that a few episodes back. And you spoke on that. And like I said, in that episode is that I'm a guy. I mean, I think I'm a pretty nice looking guy, but I'm a dude. So I'm not going to get the same kind of feedback and stuff that you as a woman, an attractive woman, was going to get from making yourself visible. I don't get no women DMing me. Real talk. I don't get no women DMing me saying, oh, I saw you on Busy with B. Oh, I saw you on We Ain't Got No Name and you blah. Nah, I don't get none of that. But I'm sure you will, and it ain't gonna do nothing but get a little worse as you get more exposure, as you're out there more and things of that nature. You just gotta shut it down.
And that's the whole thing.
And remember, don't ever answer DM phone call through Facebook ever. I don't care who it is.
I don't know how I did that.
I don't care who it is.
What I will say is this though. I do talk a lot through to my family members, and so I really was not even thinking, and I'm just lucky enough to have a partner that trusts me, So it's just like we don't go through this whole Facebook and Instagram stuff. I think me being pregos, I'm not myself, so I every now and again I'll be like, oh, who is that, something like that. But for the most part, we have learned how to not let, the social media thing really truly affect what we got going on. We still young and attractive and all that good stuff. So it's just important to remember that. Do not go on Facebook looking for your next partner in crime, okay?
So look, getting back to the dating thing, who should pay for dates? Do you think women can pay for dates sometimes?
I think that at least the first 3 or 4 dates that we go on, the man should pay.
Why?
And reason being is that you setting the tone. I mean, for real. Because like
what? The tone for what?
If we making it to 3 dates, that mean I like you, you like me.
Okay.
And it's all good. And I just feel like, a man should pay, especially if you got it. Because one thing I'm learning about women, like I'm not talking about girls, but I'm talking about women, is a lot of times we have it, and we want to see what you guys are hitting on. And if we like you enough, then, once we get to the 3rd or 4th date, we gonna sneak and pay the bill. The man ain't a man. I don't think gonna let you pay no bill. Not.
I would.
I'm just see you would, but like a man, he ain't. I mean,
guess I'm not a man.
I mean, it's very flattering to gesture, but like, I mean, it's nothing wrong with a woman paying if she have it. But if you asking a woman out now, if she asks you out, so
you think whoever asks who out is who should pay?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that feel like even if the woman asks a man out, the man should pay.
No, I feel like if I'm saying, like I said, we on probably our 4th, 5th, maybe 6th date before I get. I'm just saying. Dang. Look, I'm being honest, lady. 4,
5, 6, 10, 20, 30, 50.
Look, okay.
That number keep going up.
It do kill. Look,
I don't like the Powerball. It keep going up. That number stay going up.
That's what I'm saying. But eventually, like, especially if I invite you somewhere, like if I'm inviting you to, a date, I should pay.
So while the man is paying for date 2, 4, 6, 8 or whatever, what is he receiving from the woman while the man is quote unquote courting or whatever the woman, he's paying for these dates and this, that, and the fourth. What is he receiving from the woman that reciprocates his paying for these dates?
It's not all about getting material things back, ladies?
But we're talking about men paying. So I didn't necessarily say materialistic.
So he's getting back the conversation.
Ain't that what she getting
the
to?
friendship.
Ain't that what she getting to?
But what I'm saying, men are the head. Men should pay. I know we living in 2018 where most women are secure and bringing in the bag. I get that. But what I'm saying is, a man should always pay. They always turn a woman on when you pay. We don't get turned on knowing we gotta spend our money. Oh no.
You don't think? But do you think that there's a little bit of selfishness in that whole attitude?
And it's okay. We can be selfish.
At least you admit it.
I'm saying be selfish.
At least you admit it.
Yes.
Because here's the thing that I always say about it. Because one thing, let's let it be clear. I don't care who the man is out here. Every man wants to be in a position where they can pay for any date, take care of the bills, whatever. Every man wants to be in the position to be able to do that. The issue is finding women who appreciate it and don't take advantage of that. Because, if you're a single man, let's say you're a single man right here in the DC area, in a year, 365 days, let's say you have met, you meet a lot of people. Let's say you've met 5 different women and you've gone on 2 or 3 dates with 5 different women that you've paid for these dates, and all those situations, it didn't work out for whatever reason.
Okay.
You know how much money and time you have spent?
That's on that individual person. But let's say this.
I'm just saying in general.
Let's say this, though. Say if
women don't have anything to lose for dating.
No, we don't have nothing to lose. But one thing about us, we'll date you. You don't have to have everything in the world. You don't have to come with a bag. You don't have to come with, women. Our issue is sometimes we believe too much in potential. I think that's, we fall in love with potential.
I get that.
We'll give you a chance after chance after chance. I'm just saying.
But I think that sometimes potential is a good thing.
I mean, Barack Obama was potential. I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say is...
Wow, that's a high bar.
I mean, it's a high bar, but what I'm
Obama.
saying is when...
Not Curtis that finally got a job at EPA or something came up, but Barack Obama.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like, he was potential. He didn't have...
Well, Barack Obama was an Ivy League. He had an Ivy League education and all that.
Still broke. What I'm trying to say is, I get what you're saying, but when him and Michelle first got together, he was just potential.
She was too, though.
But that's what I'm saying. They loved each other anyway, and it's all about the coming together with the right person and just build and build and build. Whoever knew they'd be the first lady.
I just don't like selective equality. If we going, if people, meaning women, are going to shout from the mountaintops as they should about equality in the workplace, equality in the professional realm, equality in professional athletics, equality in higher education, equality, then it should be equality across the board. It should be equality in social aspects as well.
And how we
date, how we court each other, whatever. You can't say, I want equality here, but I don't want it to be equal over here.
So what I will say is this. Like I said, when you're dating the right person, women, I'm going to speak for the females, and we truly have it. It's no worries. Like, we got it. But we expect the same thing in return.
No, I feel you.
And I said, it's because if you have it, you're not stressing about it. You got it. This is what you can do it.
A lot of it is effort. I think a lot of women just want the effort. I can speak personally and candidly. When I met my wife, I ain't really had nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's the effort that I displayed that kind of what she liked and what she's showing me. You know, the effort, to go out and try to be better. The effort to show her that she's special. The effort to make her a priority in your life. The effort to, you know, to not.
It was the effort and it's the action.
Not be satisfied.
And I can definitely speak to that. You know, I can speak to that. The effort and the action to meet that. You know, I witnessed someone come home from jail with nothing. With nothing. And just to see the effort. You know, just to see the effort. He couldn't go out there and just get a job. He created his own job.
Right.
And was making more money than me. And I've been out here working since, you know, forever. But it's no excuse. You got to go get your blessing. You can't think something going to go and just come and fall on your lap. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Can't be lazy.
It's just like when you connect with the right person, dating, you know, I think things that happen, you just got to be open and you got to communicate. The same thing that brought you guys together, that communication, you talked about everything. Now you get in a relationship and you talk about nothing.
Right.
So
could you be with a man that made considerably less money than you? Like, for example, let's say you made $85,000 and he made like $40,000.
Yeah. I can. Long as he don't think.
Y'all see my face?
Yes, I could. Long as, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a team effort. So if I'm making 80 and you making 40, I mean, I may have to do a little bit more here and there. But what I'm trying to say is, I still expect you to pay your half for the mortgage. I expect you to help out with the kids. I still have those expectations.
But before you even get to the point where you're team working, you dating. There is no,
like I said, in this market.
We about to start talking about markets and community shares and all that good stuff.
I had to bust out laughing because the white person coming out inside of me. But no, it's like in this
financial market, I foresee forecast for the next fiscal year.
I had to catch myself, but yes, I mean. You have to, because it's expected in the world we live in right now, most of the time, well, for it's on record, it's in black and white that women are going to get further educated. We are bringing home the most money. We are in those positions, whether we dating or not. Yeah. And I'm thinking in the beginning, when you are dating, a man will never show you, you know, that you are, you do make more and you are the money maker. I think it takes a strong man to recognize that, you know, this woman brings more than me, like Martin and Gina. But I just enjoy seeing that, even though it was it was a TV relationship, but it's okay. I think it just take a strong man and a secure man to know what he have and just adore it and still love on it. Because one thing about women, it don't matter how much money we make, we still want to feel special to you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money at the end of the day. That goes in the bank.
Well, one thing that helps a man feel secure is a woman that fully supports him and has his back, even when those business ventures don't work that he's trying to do.
Right.
Even when that contract or temporary job that he was working at hard runs out, and you know he got to start from scratch. Even when you feel like, you know, what is he doing? I mean, I ain't. That support will go a long way to making him secure in who he is and what his relationship is. But you can't be lazy. You got to keep trying. When you get knocked down, you got to get up. You got to get
up. Like, absolutely. I don't have time to give up, you know. So I'm expecting we got to fight. We already at a disadvantage, you know. Period. Mm-hmm. You know, just even trying to be a black couple, trying to have black love and be magical is we already starting from nothing. So it's just like we need to keep that line of communication open and just have fun. I think we got to remember to have fun. The same thing that brought you together should be the same thing that be able to keep you together. Right. So,
is there a dating etiquette?
What you mean?
Like, you know, is there certain rules? Is there certain guidelines and stuff that you abide by? You know, like etiquette. Like, is there certain? What would you say are some of the general rules and etiquettes? Is etiquettes a word?
Etiquettes.
Of dating. Like for example, I would say common courtesy is probably the biggest component of dating etiquette.
Okay.
If you're gonna be late, man, call and let her know. If you can't make it, call me and let me know. If you know that this woman has a child that she got to pick up from daycare by a certain time, and then she got to drive all the way across town to get home, like, don't be cognitive of that. Be cognitive of what she has going on. Like, don't just be like, oh, you should have been here this time. Da da da. Like, general common courtesy and consideration goes a long way.
That still exists. I've been off the dating scene for quite some time now. Too. But that still exists.
Yeah, I just think that I remember being single, and those times where you talk to a young lady, you've been talking for a minute, and she coming to the house. She coming over, y'all gonna have a little night of Netflix and chill. Well, it wasn't even really no Netflix back then, but DVD and chill or something like that. And me, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna hurry up, go home, do some grocery shopping, cook some food. I'm gonna clean up the house, put some smell good stuff on, blah, blah, blah. And then 15 minutes before she's supposed to come, oh, I can't make it, Lord Johnny, this, that. Like,
nah,
come on, man.
That's disrespectful.
You need to let me know what's going on ASAP. Like, you need to be very considerate of my time. You never know what a person went through in order to see you.
But it's all about communication. I think after the first time somebody do that, you need to not be so prideful.
You only get one time. Depending on how severe it is.
I'm just saying, depending on how, because you never know what happens. So once you hear the person's explanation, you should always, go from there. Better
not be no BS. Whatever your explanation is, it better be airtight. Because it better not be nothing that sound crazy or sound all far-fetched. Because
but that's to be determined.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
To be determined. It is.
Like I said, just common courtesy and being cognitive of a person's time and what they go through and stuff like that, I think is so. When y'all out here dating these people, man, don't just take advantage of people, man. Be cognitive of, because when you our age, you got a job, you got the Busy with B show, you got kids. You got all these things. We live very busy lives.
We do.
And for a person to say, all right, I'm going to take out this block of time to spend with you. I'm going to dedicate this evening that I could be doing
everything.
Anything. I could be making money. I could be doing, and I'm spending with you. You need to be cognitive of
time
that.
is definitely
Absolutely.
everything.
Time is money.
Yes.
Time is money, honey. Show me the money, honey, because that's what it is, man. And that I'm a stickler for that.
I ain't mad at
That's one of my pet peeves.
I had fun. We made it through the day, didn't we?
We did.
Yes.
We about to wrap it up?
We gonna wrap it up. And we about to wrap it up. I was about to talk about James showing up again, but we overall.
Hey, James.
We see you.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
The Busy with B listeners already was a little on you.
Yeah, we was and we really was hoping the day before the elections that, even if you couldn't stay the whole show, you could have came and said something.
It's all good, though.
But
just get out there and vote. I don't care who you... Well, I do care.
No, we care who you vote for, but we won't be, vote. That's the worst thing you could do is just not vote. I'm definitely trying to get my following up on Instagram. I want you guys to follow me on Instagram at Miss B1.
Spell it out so they know.
MSBEA, the number 1. Yeah. Oh, that was already my name. I'm going to be number 1. Yes.
And my Instagram is Boots BOOTS 292. You can also hit me there to see information on Busy with B. Information on all the things. Oh, and let the people know all the things you got coming, clothes and all this good stuff.
Yeah, I do. I'm working on some things right now. Buzy with B is officially a brand now. So it's my brand, the logo, as you can see below, and I'm just working behind the scenes to really grow. I'm really focusing on giving birth to baby Bella, and once I do that, I'll be more active in the community, knowing really what's going on. I just have my, God just birthed this thing in me, and it's so exciting to just meet different people and ideas and everything. And I mean, I have just a lot going on, but right now I've been kind of slow walking it because I'm really focusing on giving birth and having a healthy baby. And in the meantime, I'm just doing everything behind the scenes so that when Bella do come, but I'm definitely working on the Buzy with B fashions, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a clothing line that's just comfortable, something that we can wear to work and go straight to happy hour, but just kind of like my style, my swag, and just grow from there. And just
ain't that what Jody said in Baby Boy? You could wear this to work, go straight to happy hour.
Straight to happy hour. So yeah, that's what it's all about with Buzy with B. That's all of that's in the works behind the scenes coming soon.
And I'm, as you see, we forming a partnership. I'm partnering with her on the Buzy with B thing, but we ain't got no names still out there. We're going to be doing some exciting things going forward, but you know what I'm saying? I'm committed to helping with Buzy with B and sitting in this co-host seat, and we're going to drive this thing forward, man. And we're going to get Buzy with B out there. This young lady here, she has a lot of life experiences to share with people, so she's going to be doing some public speaking and writing a book at some point and getting her clothesline on. So, we got a lot going on, man. And so it's almost like we just now taking off. So within the next coming months and definitely within when we turn the page into 2019, man, please look out for some exciting things. If you have a business, if you have any ventures, please, if you want to come be a partner with Buzy with B and be a sponsor, we looking for that too. So we can maybe demonstrate your product here. We can wear your clothes and
your logos,
whatever your logos, all that good stuff.
Yeah, all your good
stuff. Just holler at us, man. Holler at us, man. That's what we doing, man.
And just like I said, that I'm looking for, fitness people. I'm always looking for entrepreneurs to come on, especially if you're from where I'm from. That neighborhood, and that you made it out and you making a difference in the community. Just this is a place for you. We are here to motivate, inspire the generation tomorrow. Make sure you guys get out here and vote. It's time for us to make a difference. No more excuses. Buzy with B is right here where you should be. So if you're an entrepreneur, come to the studio. Contact me at busywithb@gmail.com. You can always find me on Facebook and find me on Instagram. I want you here in the studio to help me motivate the community.
All right. Sound like a good plan. So tune in next Monday with Buzy with B and Boots right here on listenvisionlive.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we out.
See ya.